What's going on, bros and girls? Today we're doing a full review of the Sennheiser PC350 Special Edition noise blocking gaming headset. This is an upgrade from the already well reviewed original PC350s with improvements on the materials, sound quality, and some added accessories, and I've done a full unboxing of these 350 SEs, which goes into greater detail on these improvements and differences. This is my second Sennheiser product I've covered. I've owned the HD558 high-end open-air headphone for over 2 years now, which I've been extremely happy with, and they have been my go-to headphone for when I want accurate sound for audio editing, true-to-the-source music and movie experience, and an extremely wide soundstage for redonkulous pinpoint positional audio in games. And if you want to see my unboxing as well as full review for the 558s to see just how well it performed, just click the annotations or the links in the description. And I've also acquired Sennheiser's U320 multi-platform gaming headset, which should be a good addition for when I need an all-in-one solution for both PC as well as console gaming. And I'll be doing vids for this pair as well, so stay tuned for that. And for current pricing and availability for all these headsets, I've included some links for you down below. Back to the 350 SEs, as usual with all my reviews, I'll start off with any cons I found, and leave off on a good note with the pros. Before I start with any cons, I'll first let you know that I've been extremely impressed with these so far, and for the most part have nothing but praise for them, and I will let you know just how highly I thought of these in my conclusion. That being said, obviously my pros will far outweigh the cons for this review. The only con I found is, although these still sound good without an amplifier, to get them to sound sick and perform to their full potential, you will need an amp. These have an impedance of 150 ohms, which for the most part non-amp sound cards cannot power fully. But you do not have to spend an arm and a leg on an amp, and I've linked a good bang for the buck FIO E6 amp that's under $30, and it's also portable, and once you do have an amp, you should be able to hear a difference in any and all other high-end headphones you own. So on to the pros, the first of which being is what matters most in any audio product, and that's sound quality. I would say these 350 SEs are pretty much a closed back version of the 558s, which is a good thing. Like the 558s, they have a refined, relatively flat sound signature without exaggerated lows, and that's good for gaming as bass boosted headphones tend to drown out the mids and the highs, which is what you need to hear footsteps and smaller sounds around you so you don't get shanked in the back, which is the way I used to always die in multiplayer first-person shooters before I got a good set of headphones. I still do get knifed in my posterior sometimes, but that's only because I can be a horrendously bad player. Soundstage wise, they're not as wide as the 558s, but that's because soundstage is a specialty of open-aired cans like the 558s, and of all the closed design models, the PC350s definitely have one of the widest. The advantage these closed 350 SEs do have over the 558s is sound isolation, which does in my opinion let you hear the finer, smaller sounds a tad bit better, such as people reloading around you and, like I already mentioned, footsteps. These headphones also translate to movies and music really well, where the good soundstage and isolated sound really immerses you in the movie scene, and the true-to-the-source neutral sound signature give a good musical balance that accurately conveys the sounds the music artist heard when making their song in the studio. Because of their neutral balance and natural sound signature, they also perform really well for sound editing, because they reproduce exactly what is given from the source. The next pro relates to sound, and it is the noise blocking properties of these headphones. I don't know what material Sennheiser use inside the ear cups, but the combination of the closed design along with the ear cup padding does an amazing job providing passive noise blocking. And I found when I use these headphones in high noise areas, I didn't have to turn them up as much to drown out the outside noise. At about 50% volume, I get the same isolation that most normal headphones can provide until the volume is up over 75%. This will be especially good if you go to any gaming events or LAN parties where the noise of everyone talking around you could mean the difference between killing a noob just 10 times or killing said noob so many times they never want to play again. Another very important pro is microphone performance, and I'll talk about just how well this mic performed using the mic itself, which is about 1 inch away from the corner of my ear. Since Sennheiser actually makes mics for music artists and producers, I had very high hopes for this mic, and it didn't disappoint one bit. As you can hear, it keeps up very well with even dedicated mics like the Blue Snowball I've used for the rest of this review. It also has good noise cancelling abilities, and right now I'm talking with the headset pretty close to my computer, which is a couple of feet away, and my PC has 10 fans in it, and I think it's doing a pretty good job filtering out this ambient noise. Another thing I really like is the auto mute feature that mutes the mic as soon as you erect it away from your mouth and face. A fourth pro is design and build quality. These headphones have a very classy, no-nonsense look to them without being overly simple or boring. It has a mainly matte black finish, which is pretty much fingerprint proof compared to the high gloss finish of the original PC350s. It also has metal parts on highly stressed areas like the hinges, as well as a gunmetal aluminum plate on the back of each ear cup, which should help with long-term durability and structural rigidity. Comfort-wise, they have a high range of size adjustment, and I was pleasantly surprised about how big they can adjust to, as I'm normally at the highest setting for most headphones with my enormous head, but with these I don't need the largest setting, and they can actually fit people with even bigger heads, like mutants and those with gigantism. And for those of you with coconut-sized heads, you won't have to worry either, they adjust down to really small sizes too. Last part I want to mention before we go are features. I've already talked about the auto-mute noise-canceling mic, as well as their noise-blocking features, but I also want to touch on some other things like the on-headphone volume adjuster. I actually like this solution better than the original 350's on-the-cord volume adjust, as I think it's quicker to change volumes by reaching to your ear, as opposed to finding the spot on the cord where the inline controller is. And speaking of the cord, it's now made of braided fabric instead of the original 350's rubber, which is now more tangle-free and seems really robust and shouldn't break anytime soon. Also, at the end of the cord is a Velcro cable management system which lets you tie up any excess cord from the generous 3 meters of length Sennheiser provides. Lastly, the collapsible folding design of this headset, combined with the now included case, further makes them ideal for bringing them to gaming events. The case is also hard to prevent any crushing damage if you like to accidentally sit on your headphones, and there's even indents on the inside, so you can easily pack them up and go. So all in all, of all the closed-back headsets and headphones I've tried, this is by far the best performing headset I've tried for games, especially first-person shooters. And coincidentally, of all the open-aired models I've tried for gaming, to me, the best is still the HD558, which is also by Sennheiser. And although I truly believe Sennheiser makes some of the top audio products in the world, and I've always been very impressed with their products that I've tried, as you can tell by my past reviews, I'm by no means a fanboy. I always give credit where credit is due no matter what brand. For example, for open-air sheer soundstage performance, the Audio-Technica 8700 soundstage is just as wide as a 558, it's just that it has a lighter bass signature, and for my taste, the 558's slightly heavier bass response was more for me. And for value in the sub $100 price range, the Logitech G430s offer amazing bang for the buck. That being said, if money is not an issue and you want the best you can get for games, open-air wise, this guy highly recommends the 558s, and if you want a closed-back model, these PC350s are what you should take a look at first. These provide a great sound signature tailor-made for games, yet still perform well for movies and music. They also have that classic high-end Sennheiser look to them that is backed up with a great build quality. The compact, foldable design also caters to you hardcore gamers out there who want to bring the very best equipment to your gaming events and competitions. But let me know in the comments which headset you would pick if you had to choose one. I'd really like to hear your comments and get some discussion going. So I hope you guys all enjoyed my full review of the Sennheiser PC350 Special Edition Noise Blocking Gaming Headset. Like I mentioned, stay tuned for my vids for my next Sennheiser gaming headset, the multi-platform U320. Also, I have about 5 gaming headsets now, and I'm thinking of doing a comparison of all of them once I complete my reviews for them. So let me know if any of you would be interested in that. And if you did enjoy this video, please thumbs up, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And follow me on Twitter, it would be much appreciated. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.